Hey Collective, let's get some messages for the 6th. This is April 2022. These are collective messages worldwide. Energy, this is the situation. Please God, clear, concise messages. Thank you, amen. On a 3. 1. All right, this is situation. What's the situation? All right, what's the situation? Collective energy. We have a lot of cards jumping out here. I'm going to ask for a little bit more of a precise message. And honestly, that was just sloppy shuffling. That's the situation. All right, these cards really wanted to organize, reorganize themselves. Here we go. Wow. All right, so it was trying to get to the Tower, Major Arcana Tower. So the energy collectively today is just something's going to be removed, whether we like it or not. We are going to do it, or the universe is just going to say, hey, here, it's time. This is Mars energy. This could also be, if this is a love or romance reading for you, this could just be totally phallic and just be that someone is at their, bursting point or like an explosion. But it's generally figurative. It could have to do with the home, something having to do with the home that is sudden, or just foundations in general, something that is that you didn't expect, that is sudden, very sudden change, unexpected. All right, what are your thoughts, collective thoughts? Okay, so we have another major coming out, looking right at both the cards, looking at him. So we have the 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and excuse me, the Fool card here. So, wow. So 2 6s, generally speaking, moving in the right direction. And this is seeking balance. But another thing that I really find here with the Fool looking directly at them, as in terms of, nostalgia, sentimentality, there's this sense of the Fool's journey here and giving and taking, giving and receiving. So, trying to balance maybe a new life against a sense of nostalgia here, even if it is in the physical world, with the Pentacles being featured in the center of that energy. 6 of Cups is really nice. It can speak to, there's soulmate energy here for sure. But there's an innocence that's like a more innocent time. And it's just very gentle. It's a gentle energy. All of this energy here in the thinking is actually quite gentle, considering the situation being what it is, the Tower. So this could be the Fool, I think we saw yesterday, is really speaking to a leap of faith as well. I think we saw that at the bottom of the deck. So now that's showing up in the thoughts. So yeah, balancing nostalgia, sentimentality, memories, the good old days, that type of thing. Or taking a leap in that direction. Maybe something that you didn't expect here with regard to that? What are your feelings? You are the collective. You are the other person or the situation that you're in. And for the situation today, for the purposes of the reading, will always be the Tower. So what are your feelings? You are the other person. Feelings about the situation. All right, so turning around in the deck, I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, sometimes they just flip right around in the deck while I'm shuffling. So here in the feelings, right? So we have the Star and then the Ten of Wands. This just can be heavy energy, a heavy load, a heavy burden. This can be starlight. This can be your dreams necessarily, but dreams coming true, for example. In the feelings about this, I think it would just be a hope and a wish. We have to remember that the Star, being a major arcana here, is about, it's the future, right? It's the goal, it's the dream. It's more than a dream, it's the wish, right? I would say dream is more associated with the moon, but the star is like, you know, reach for the stars. You can be the star here. So there's a real wish come true or a spotlight situation here. And it's the great giver. This is 11th house energy. It's Aquarius energy. The Fool is Aries energy. So we have Mars featured twice here in that regard. Then we have more Wands energy here in your feelings about it, right? So this is a heavy load. So if this is more on the romance side, for anyone watching, this would just be like you've had enough. You can't, it's a heavy load here. That's a lot. This dream, and it's falling apart in terms of what you're thinking about it here. There's something that's crashing down, and it could have to do with the 10, right? The 10s are about completion and endings. So it could just be feeling as though it's just burdensome to continue this wish or dream somehow, or in essence with major overcoming minor arcana energy, I would say that you're going to pull through here. Like your heart has more invested. This is a heartfelt space for you, and it does come from the past. It's hard to ignore because there's so many memories associated with it in your mind space. So in your heart, there definitely is, I would even say, I think we saw the Three of Cups yesterday as well, so there could be a sense of reunion or longing here as well for that connection. But yeah, the Ten of Wands talks about endings. It's just a heavy load. It's burdensome, but the end is in sight. And then with the Aquarius rule, like I said, it's the future. It's what's coming. It's this dream. She stands on both both on land and water. So, and she pours the water. She is knowledge, right? This is knowledge, but it's more than that. It's humanity. And it's greater knowledge in that sense, because while one can be intelligent or, you know, elementally speaking, you know, air or something that's far away from you, it doesn't mean that it's not solid. It doesn't mean that it's not, you know, fixed. So there could be a sense of overcoming something here in order to achieve something on your mind. And like we talked about that mind space, that leap of faith here towards something that you hold so dear. And this could either be shocking to you, the revelation of it, you or someone in your environment. All right, what's the most probable outcome here? Wow, we keep seeing this guy. Holy smokes, 9 of Swords coming out in the most probable outcome. Yeah, okay, so this is shocking. 9 of Swords is really just talking, and you can even just see too, like this is sleeplessness, not being able to sleep, too much chatter. I call this the monkey mind card just because it's usually just you up in your head. It's too much in your head. It could be circumstances, if this is around you, if this does have something to do with the home, this could be about, you know, foundations or something that you thought was solid or built to last here. Most probable outcome. I don't normally do this. Do I have time? I think I have some time. I'm going to qualify this with another deck and then look at the bottom cards here. Qualify the 9 for the most probable outcome here, please. God, thank you, amen. Yeah. It's funny, I wouldn't leave the Tower on a standalone, even though I was fine with that being the situation, but I don't want to leave the 9 of Swords on a standalone card. Please, tell me more about this 9 of Swords. What's the most probable outcome? All right, one more, please. Oh, wow, look at this. And then the 10. Okay, so most probable outcome. And then the 10. Look at this. The 10. Now we have 2, but the 10 showing up at the bottom of this mini deck. It's just as powerful. It's just a mini deck of the same, just because it's small, same messages. But the Ace of Swords at the top, so very interesting. Yeah, it could be sudden awareness or sudden knowledge here. But let's look at the 3 cards that came out to qualify. I would get 3 cards from even this deck, but we're going to look at the bottom of the decks here, this one in a moment. King of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the 10 of Swords on top, you know, qualifying the 9 of Swords here. So definitely having to put something to rest here. We have another 10 here. We have the 10 of the same suit showing up at this deck. So something is just... there needs to be a sense of rest or putting something to rest here. I think it's just overload. There's overkill here now with the 10 of Swords. And this 2 of Wands is looking directly at this earth sign person. It could be any earth sign, probably adult male, but just up in your head. If it's not, it's about possessions. This is about banking, institutions, looking forward to something. And almost praying for better outcomes, right? So being in your head too much, and here, you know, today anyway, in this reading, for whomever this resonates with. Yeah, and here we have, okay, interesting. Rejection. All right, so something is definitely playing a part. Yeah, there's definitely some difficult energy here today. Where collectively we could be working through something. And it could, like I said, it could just simply be memories. This could just be all about you. It doesn't have to be a relationship with anyone else. It could just be your own sense of nostalgia. Or it could be relationships, job, business, I don't know. It's a general reading, so take however it fits. So, all right. And this is where the sleeplessness is coming from here. So we really need a resolution to this mind war you could be having with yourself, and it could be becoming explosive or starting to cause problems here. So this is outside influences. So here we have a couple. We have an earth sign couple. We have the Virgo ruled hermit, and then we have some emperor, Aries, more Aries energy here. So, you know, this is isolation. This is the learned through, you know, education through isolation. This is taking a step back. The hermit literally goes his own way, but it's also habits. It's the things that we do every day. It's who we become. So it's wisdom through behavior, and it's earth energy. So you have that here as well. So you could be dealing with any of those signs that I mentioned. And a couple for sure. And then with this guy in the center, this is boss energy. This is big daddy energy. This is also the Queen of Pentacles is groundedness on her own. She is loyalty, luxury. She is hardworking, you know, maternal. And I think this King of Pentacles is paternal as well. We have the, like I said, big dad energy here. We have boss energy if this is work for you. You may have to, this is Capricorn, so it could have to do with business, work, or social status here as well. And there could be some sort of inner wisdom that you're gaining here, or even stepping away from something in order to gain wisdom. All right, and then internal energy here, 9 of Cups, 8 of Swords, and then the Ace of Wands. So more phallic energy here. But also this is, you know, we can just say this is productive energy. This is very, it's, you know, masculine energy. And it's featured here again in the Emperor. This is also divine masculine. So internal energy, yeah, this wish, another fulfillment card here with the 9 of Cups, and then you have the 8 of Swords, more swords, 8, 9, 10 of Swords here. So new beginning offered with the Ace of Wands, right? So something, perhaps, this is wish fulfillment for sure. Maybe this, so we see the 1 here, we see the 10 here. There's definitely a connection between this wish or this desire, perhaps even yearning, because something's definitely on your mind, where a leap of faith is involved. Being willing to, like, you're very mindful of this back and forth, this give and take, so of a balance, if nothing else. So with the 8 of Swords in the center of this new beginning and this wonderful, you know, offer or even birth of something, a birth of a project, it can be, I would say, the spark of genius, but with the 8 of Swords in the center here, there's just this holding back, holding yourself back, right? This is self-imposed limitations. Again, it's in the mind, even though in your heart, I think that there's this sense, you know what you almost want to do. It's like you are moving very, very slowly here with something, with this court card, pentacle energy situation. But a balance, I think you're thinking at least about a balance, because at the bottom of the deck energy, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So the 6 here is on your mind. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something coming back around. So a new beginning here, you know, toward a wish fulfillment, toward perhaps communication. Swords energy, or a way of thinking, a way of believing, communicating, writing. But generally speaking, the Swords is just, it's air energy, so anything having to do with the mind. It could just be new research as well, if that's the case. Perhaps you're thinking about the good old days here, and you could have a longing for that, but something is just inescapable here, and it could just be weighing heavy, right? What is on the top here? Yeah, the Ace of Swords. So cutting through something. Something could be cutting, even though it wasn't built on solid ground anyway, somehow. So in a way, it's the universe coming back around. It could be another chance here. So I would consider what's on your mind, because it does have to do with the wish fulfillment. It does have to do with hope and humanity. So maybe a bigger picture view could be helpful right now, and looking at the positives and not pointing out. I find the Five of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck for general energy for the reading. Here, opposite of the World, the Wheel of Fortune. This is also just drawing attention to what isn't working. That's why I think here in your mind space, you're able to consider, look, it's just a matter of time. So that is the reading. I hope that was helpful to someone out there. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.